After still in the green is Dan Genesis. I believe that's because of an overheal, correct?
That is correct. He did have an overheal earlier, at least one.
Possibly two. Someone just lost their remote.
Dragox just bladed a bunch of power-ups.
Oh, and the Enigma has picked up the Infinite. You know, Infinity is a bit of an enigma, isn't it?
It is. Like I said, it is a Mobius strip.
Of bombs.
Of bombs.
Who's rocking remote right now, too? Looks like, was that Dragox or is that Dan? Or is that a Dan, I guess I should say, right? Yeah, that is Enigma. Enigma Dan has a remote right now, and I believe also the Infinite?
Yes.
Just no line to work with it.
If there was a line with that, that'd just be
well,
neat.
Whose line is it anyway?
Drew carries.
Good point.
Hurry mode kicks in. We still got all 5 players here. A lot of players with a good chunk of health, though. Dragox is the only one in the worst spot.
And Dragox is almost out from that last little blast there.
Oh, man, they're getting the salt ready in the chat right now. Dragox is in the black. One more hit, they're out.
Wow,
Still
Dragox
in it, though.
Is still in.
I'd say that Dragox is playing with fire, but let's be honest, everyone's playing with fire at this point.
Basically.
Absolutely.
3D Homer takes a heavy hit. First player out is Dan Genesis.
Enigma is
close. He's
barely
close.
hanging on.
I think it's going to take one
power
chip for
play.
anyone.
3D Homer, JDK, Dan enemy, last 3 left.
Oh,
Suicide play.
That I don't think is going to anyone. I think that's a draw.
No, that goes to someone. That play looked like it actually went to 3D Homer. I'm going to wait and see what actually happens, though.
I thought it was JDK there, but we'll see what happens in the next when the next match loads up there.
I'm not sure on that one. It was a suicide play.
You throw insult.
Wow.
Point goes to. Waiting for the load on my side. JDK.
I saw him slipping away to that corner there as the other two were kind of dealing with the bomb explosion there. So that was a very narrow dodge by JDK.
I would like to point out, for anyone who has played Bomberman Hero, remember, there was in fact a power-up for that game called the Salt Bomb. Which is very relevant right now. It actually was the worst bomb in the game, considering that it only would be useful for killing slugs.
That seems a little silly, yeah.
Well, no, that was kind of the point.
Well, okay, all the 3D Bomberman games were silly games.
You had Ice Bomb, which would freeze enemies, Salt Bomb, which would do that.
Looks like Genesis grabbed a soft block walk already.
While
so
the other Dan has the bomb walkthrough, which could save him in the end. I'm trying to remember what was the other bomb they had. They had the remote. That was in that. That's in like every Bomberman though.
Every time we're talking about Bomberman, I always think about that one video about Super Bomberman 2. Oh, who's gonna get the health up? Is it?
Which one's the Super Bomberman 2 video?
That looked like Dragox.
The one that Slow Beef with Diabetes did.
Oh yes.
Oh, Muscle Bomber.
Super Bomberman.
Yeah.
Super Bomberman. Yeah.
That was.
They're doing a panel at MagFest.
Oh sweet.
Oh nice. If I go, I'm gonna have to watch that.
I'll have to beat them, I guess.
They did their first panel recently at RTX, I believe.
Yep.
It was a good panel. I watched that on YouTube. Oh, apparently not Matt Tetzka did a Whoopi Goldberg drawing. Sister Act Zero.
I'll have to check that in a minute.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna retweet that.
That's kind of amazing.
That is.
You're gonna have to show that on stream. That is fantastic.
We'll have to wait while it's loading between matches. I'm gonna look at it right now while I keep it on the match on side.
Oh, that's great. Well played, Matt.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'll show that after. All right, looking at the game we got going here right now. 3D Homer and Dan the Enigma still have full health. Dragox back down at 50%. Dan Genesis about 80. JDK at about the same, 80, 85. It's close.
Chad has exploded into Salt, and it's probably going to happen until the end of this match.
Oh, first player out is gonna be Dragox. Hurry mode kicking in right now.
And Enigma has the health advantage going in.
And a very large flame on those remote bombs. Dan's probably going to try to snipe with the remotes. Oh, we've lost 3D Homer. We got Dan, Genesis, and JDK.
People saying chat's saltier than the Dead Sea.
Ooh.
That's impressive.
It is indeed impressive. Let's see how this corner is being treated down. It looks like JDK and... Oh, it looked like Dan was almost cornered there for a moment, but he seemed to slip out. Oh, Dan is...
Both Dans are playing it. Yeah, both Dans are cutting it close right now, actually.
Yeah.
This may go down to like a split decision at the end again.
Right. It looks like JDK took a bit of a hit there. Enigma is still holding strong with his position. Oh geez, this looks like
this is gonna be a bleed out. Oh no, that's a draw. That is an official draw.
That is
confirmed. Official draw.
Oh, look at that. I would say that was a poor move by Enigma. He should have just used his health as an advantage and force out a lead out there.
He should have.
It would have been a close one either way. I don't know. That seems like kind of a bad decision, bad situation either way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a bad situation, but we have enough health. You can at least attempt
you can at least try and guard it and sit somewhere.
I think we have the health advantage like that. You don't want to necessarily squander it with a draw like that, but that's sort of my feeling on the matter. Dan
is confirming in the chat. If he ran out, he might have survived, but he didn't want to chance it.
I would still say that was a bad judgment call and be like that one guy in those golf shows who always misjudges or down talks all the players. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you'd be that dude from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
That's right.
The guy from The Price is Right.
That's right.
No, not Bob Barker.
This is the commentator. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. He's one of the dudes from SCTV and Maniac Mansion.
Well, I remember there's Shooter McGavin was the rival in that.
Yeah.
I think Chubbs was his name, right? He was the kind of coach guy. Then there was Adam Sandler. I can't remember the guy's name.
No, it's not Eugene Levy. No, shit.
Chat's probably going to tell us.
I know. It's one of the guys from SCTV I could never remember the name of, which I felt really bad about because he was actually fairly funny, so.
George Gray, someone's saying? Is that it?
And that doesn't sound right.
We'll see here. It looks like Dragox is still on the low health position. 3D Homer behind. Dan Genesis, JDK Live are both at either full health or over heal. And Enigma's at about 80%.
I was waiting for that line to show up. Your price is wrong.
See? Enigma's grabbed a line. He has 4 bombs and decent lines there. We'll see what he can do with that.
Now, right now, no one's really like showing any signs of being in control of the match right now. JDK does have the health advantage, but he's also trying to distance himself as much as he can from everyone else.
I suspect JDK probably does not have a lot of power on his name, just health, which will be useful in the latter portions when the map gets tighter.
Dragox is dropping Infinite, goes to Dan the Enigma, who has line.
Bomb lines, yes.
And then shoots himself in the process.
He kind of shot himself in the foot there.
He didn't lose his bomb line or the Infinite, but just now he lost quite a bit of health and mostly lost his flame and what did he lose from there? Remote.
Well, Dan does like to play pretty aggressive, but that explosive temper could easily be his downfall.
I don't know. Right now, it's working in his favor. He's already taken out Dragox. He's taken out JDK Live with this move. And 3D Homer. It's between Dan the Enigma and Dan Genesis. Dan desperately needs this point right now.
Yeah.
Dan's attempting to take out the other Dan before Hurry kicks in. A little too late on that, but came close.
At this point, the speed advantage on Enigma's got to give him the edge here. He's trying to corner in Genesis.
No.
And Genesis seems to have taken the hit, and Enigma wins the round there.
A beautiful box maneuver. Point goes to Dan.
Yep.
We've got a tie between JDK Live and Dan the Enigma. Funny enough, the two people who were delayed because of SummerSlam.
That's right.
So either of the SummerSlam players may move on to the next round.
I was gonna make a horrible pun right now, but I'm not.
So the pun you were gonna go with was they're gonna have a slam jam?
No. I was gonna say they sandwiched the competition there, but that's an even worse pun.
You two are
slam
terrible.
jam, there's always room for.
You two are terrible.
We need a bad slam jam remix.
Oh damn, that would be so easy to do though.
It would. I'm not even sure which music from this game you'd be able to.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Remember, the music choice doesn't matter. What does matter though is whether or not we're going to see Enigma advance or an upset or a double upset in this case.
Well, do you? That reminds me though, the music from Spy Fox, that guy who's only playing 2 notes. The conductor, you remember that?
Yeah, you could do slam jam to that.
Slam of the North Star is still the greatest of slam jams.
People are asking if these puns are chugga level bad.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure. I would not say I would want to consider myself at that tier of pun work.
The fabled chugga tier, is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
So they were so bad John killed himself.
Basically.
Alright.
It wasn't the bomb. It looked like that, but he has that thing from that one Call of Duty game where when you die, you just drop grenades. That's basically what happened. So he just...
Wow, Enigma's got an infinite line again.
Yeah. 3 homers out. Dragox still has full health, surprisingly. He's been like the brunt of a lot of the attacks from Enigma.
Yeah, it looks like what I'm going to guess Dan's going to do is try to take out JDK with a little corner action there. He asked me to see the box.
Going for it. Not enough flame power, though.
Yeah.
Changes his focus to Dragox.
Dragox, you didn't take that much damage. He's only about 80%. Enigma still has full health, or at least he might be an overheal, and something's got to happen to him if this match is going to go anywhere but Dan.
The beast is released here. Being as aggressive as he can. Hasn't fired back on him yet, though, surprisingly.
So he's been very cautious about his triggering here.
Yeah, he's staying in control as well as he can. He's not quite reaching JDK, though. JDK is good at avoiding these bombs. The low fuse on Dan's bombs is helping a lot.
Yeah, and I think also the fact that he's not doing a corner, he's basically just doing line, so there's always gaps unless he actually sets up the box there.
Speaking of, Dan Genesis barely gets out of it, though. Takes a slight singe. Dragox taking some heavy damage.
It's looking like we're going to be going into hurry mode here, though, which is probably for the best, because that means that someone's going to die from pressure block.
Absolutely. So everyone's positioning right now kind of puts them at the end of the first round of pressure block. Which,
well, yeah, that's the best spot to be in, because it always goes clockwise.
Uh-oh, looks like Dragox. Wow, a nice
JDK
dodge by Dragox.
is barely in it.
Oh, what a good dodge.
Yeah, there's some Dragox here. Look at that.
JDK's gone.
Oh, Dragox is dodging.
3D Homer's gone.
Wow, it's just Enigma
all up to Dragox right now. Nope.
Nope, Dragox is out.
Dan the Enigma dominates that round.
The early infinite lines really played to his favor, and he didn't really put that much pressure with him until the end, but it was just the right placement of it.
Dan the Enigma moves on.
However, we'll have to see what happens in the quarterfinals, though.
That's right.
All right.
Well, no, that could have just inflated that ego even more.
I would say that was still the most disappointing match of the entire thing for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Because Dan won? Is that why?
Possibly.
Guys,
Possibly.
come on. All right, come on, calm down. All right.
That was very well played.
It was.
And I'm just looking up what our next 4 players are going to be. All right, for
I
this.
think that's Dan again, right?
Yes.
Because we already did the quarter.
All right, we need the following 4 players: Moonblade 1, Dan the Enigma, Evum, and Halo Master 117.
Well, Skitch, how about another sponsor?
Sure. I'll go with the stupidest sponsor advertisement that has been written so far. Hi, this is the Jewker being portrayed by the guy who acts like Prozan John on local cable access here in Mason, Georgia. As an unofficial, official Jewish-esque person, I tend to make sure that my family has the best bar mitzvahs we can have for those teens in our family. Luckily, Basco has us covered with the Basco Bar Mitzvah. When you sign up for the Bar Mitzvah, Basco will send their semi-robotic rabbi to your location to make sure everything is as kosherly as possible, including only the finest in kosher pork, lobster, shrimp, and beef blood for everyone at the event. Featuring an endlessly looped version of I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas as the only entertainment for the full night. Sanctioned by at least one fringe Jewish community, we knew that Basco had our faith traditions in heart with each event they throw. But when you're considering throwing a party for the children in your Jewish family, don't settle for the best, get the rest with Basco's Bar Mitzvahs. Basco, you'll stay like Haim, or they'll poison your food.
Wow. Wow. Also,
Yes.
Matt's Sister Act Zero picture's on stream right now.
Yes.
Had it on stream during that. I'm going to cut back. So we actually have our 4 players.
Alexa was reacting to the chat. What the hell is this? Well, James, that's a good question.
Sister Act Zero is actually going to be DLC for this game.
I believe
It will be.
All right, we've got Evum. I'm every time I say that name, I butcher it. I'm so sorry. They've got to be sick of me at this point. Dan the Enigma, Halo Mastered, 117, and Moonblade. We've got our 4 players. Remember, this is first to 3. Top 2 move on.
How many more matches do we have left here?
This is the second half of the quarterfinals.
Okay.
So after this round, we are down to the top 4.
Okay. So I got 3 more commercials, so that should be enough for the rest of it then. Good.
I cannot hear what Halo was saying in game.
I don't think any of us can.
All right, there we go. Let's do it. Let's see who move on from this round. Now, the one thing I'm honestly worried about out of this is Halo's had some interesting internet connections earlier. So that might end up becoming a factor in these matches.
He might use it to just, teleport into the future and alter the past.
Exactly.
From the future, yes.
So the cybernetic ghost of Christmas past from the future.
Man, there's an episode I haven't seen in a long time.
That and his
Thousands
Thanksgiving
upon
return.
thousands of years ago.
Didn't you say that you were from the future? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say that? Are you from the future? Do you know what happened? That's what I thought.
And now for the ceremonial lighting of Proton John on fire. Oh, or slight delay. There we go. Second half of the quarterfinals is underway, which technically means it's the semifinals, but that's besides the point. But it is still the quarterfinals because top 2 move on. The delay was rain. All right, Dan's the only player with full health at the moment. Moonblade sitting at about 75. Evum at 80. Actually, no, that's about 90. Halo Master at about 75. No one really.
We'll see if Evum. Oh, Evum took the health, so there's a slight overheal potentially there.
But it looks like either Halo Master or Moonblade has remote. That is definitely Halo Master. Moonblade actually has piercing bombs. So those two are going to be fighting in the corner. Dan's just going to go snipe as many powers as he can, and Evum's going to do the same.
I see a speed up, I see a speed down, and a flame still left over. No other really notable control powers yet. Ooh, looks like Dan got a singe there.
Yeah, but I guess he was overhealed, so it doesn't really affect him. We've got 45 seconds left on the clock, but there's still a fair amount of the board not burned up yet. Although that piercing bomb is going to help that a lot.
Speed up from Halo Master. And we got the corner there to be cleared out.
Halo Master lost his remote. Who's he going to go to? Looking like it might be Moonblade. Might be Enigma. I can't tell. That was Moonblade. Dan's sitting at about 75. Halo Master at about 40. Ebum at overheal. And Moonblade at about 60.
60, I would say. It's a little bit over half.
Yeah, that's a good estimate from the both of you at the same time. And we got the last block being blown out by Eva. And it contained just flame boost, but that will help.
Halo Master's in the red. One singe will do it.
Well, at least he doesn't look like he's lagging anymore.
Nope.
Nope, but he is out, so it doesn't matter anymore for now.
Moonblade has the power-up advantage with that remote bomb with a decent reach on it, too. Dan singes himself.
Ooh.
Still sitting at about 50.
If a little bit more time goes by, even can possibly use the health advantage to kind of pressure out the rest. Looks like a singe or two gone in. You've got the, looks like both the flame upgrades back. At this point, it really looks like you could be doing a quick pressure run, and
Moonblade is out.
Killed himself.
There's an infinite being taken by Even, but I don't think it matters at this point.
It's gonna be close. Dan almost gets singed on that.
Eve just is gonna try to put the pressure on Dan. It's gonna be a tight run. It looks like
Even decides to go for the suicide play.
And
Clever.
does it work?
It's better to go for the draw if you can.
Pull a draw for the first round. All right, no one's got any points at the moment. I'm ready. I'm set.
You are exploded?
Now I am. I won by lighting myself on fire. That is the play of a champion.
Well, you're the real winner here because you don't actually have to play the game.
I just get to sit here and spectate. Halo Master
That's
starts
really not
off with remote. It's alright.
It's alright. I mean, you don't have to actually physically play it, but you still have to look at it. Possibly Clockwork Orange levels of torture.
I'm not holding my eyes up. I'm allowed to blink.
Fair enough.
Alright, Ebum's the only person who's been singed so far. Halo Master gets trapped. Loses their remote? Yes. But there's an infinite on the board as well. Halo Master takes it, but loses. The remote goes to Dan instead. Ooh, almost traps Dan the Enigma. Dan gets out just in time. That line that Halo Master's got is going to do some heavy damage. Moonblade just lost a ton of power-ups. Problem is, Halo Master's flame, its fuse is not very high. Looks like it's almost at bare minimum. So really, if anything, it's just going to start cornering people. Dan the Enigma forces Halo Master to lose his infinite. Does he grab it in time? Yes, he does.
Or how fast Even was moving. It's kind of weird that he didn't get it. Took him a second to notice it, maybe.
Dan loses the infinite. Grabs it before Halo does again. Remote and infinite. Seemingly no line, though, for Dan the Enigma. Even went from having no first person to be damaged this match to being overhealed again. Playing a careful game. Dan the Enigma getting rid of the remaining blocks.
Technically, if you want to advance, this is quarterfinal. You only have to get second.
True. But right now, no one has any points, so we'll see what happens.
You should be doing is aiming for first, though, just in case anyone ties with you. Because as we all know, second is just a fancy word for losing.
Oh shit, there goes Halo. Halo looked like he just had a heart attack. Didn't really get singed on anything. Dan corners in Moonblade with a lot of remote bombs. Does Moonblade survive it?
Oh, wow, that's a pretty impressive survival there. Yeah, that was a
good play.
That was a good run. And
Ooh, actually, I think he might have survived that one too.
He did.
Survived, but still singed.
Evum, on the other hand, has lost a lot of power-ups.
Yep.
Dan goes in for the killing blow.
Takes out Moonblade. And Evum is...
Dan is actually trapped. Dan is trapped. Dan lost a lot of his power-ups.
Might have screwed him over. Might have cost him that round.
He still has the remote, though. That's the main thing.
Oh, that was a narrow dodge by Evum there.
Evum. Oh, man. This could be a trade-off. Oh, Evum. Oh, Evum got no choice. Evum is crushed. Point goes to Dan the Enigma.
Yeah, Evum was on the wrong side of that exchange there. So.
Unfortunately, Evum couldn't exactly run up and try to force a double kill on that. The advantage was Dan's, and he did good spacing on that. Dan unintentionally spoiling things in the chat again.
Yeah, come on, don't spoil stuff. At least wait for the stream to catch up.
Alright, Dan's on the board. Only player on the board so far, though.
Ready. Start.
Somehow Evum has once again taken damage right off the bat. But as we saw in this last round, it doesn't really matter. It's all going to go down to smart plays, and Evum's been making some really good ones tonight. Block walkthrough goes to Halo Master. He does it, and he does the smart play of staying distance from everyone else. Wasn't sure what he was doing for a second there.
See, if I were him, I would have been taking that advantage to put bombs where you could get a chance of 4 power-ups spawning.
That's what I thought he was going to do, but he didn't, and now he's lost his block walkthrough. I don't know who has it at the moment.
It's not going to be too useful.
It's Dan the Enigma. Like. Dan has bomb walkthrough, now has infinite. Dan's getting really lucky with these like game-controlling power-ups. He also has line. Are we going to see an aggressive Dan the Enigma once again?
Better get that remote.
He got it. Yep, give it 1 second. You're going to see a lot of screen controlling again by Dan the Enigma.